Constantine is one of the most unique comic book movies ever made. It's part horror, part detective story, and part supernatural thrill ride. And at the center of it all is John Constantine, a chain-smoking exorcist trying to cheat death. So today on Pixel and Popcorn, we're going to break down the entire film. So the film opens in Mexico, where a man discovers something buried in the dirt. It happens to be the spear of destiny, the weapon said to have pierced Christ on the cross. The moment he touches it, something dark begins to awaken, and then we cut to Los Angeles. We then here meet John Constantine, a supernatural detective who hunts demons hiding in the human world. The first thing we see him do is an exorcism. A young girl is possessed by a demon trying to cross over into our world. Constantine traps the creature using mirrors and forcing it to reveal its true form, and just like that, we understand the rules of this universe all within one scene. Demons and angels exist, but they're not supposed to interfere with humanity. That rule is called the balance. Constantine also isn't a hero, which is what I really like about his character. He is dying in this film. Years of smoking have given him terminal lung cancer, and he knows exactly where he's going when he dies. Hell. Because years earlier, Constantine took his own life. Even though he came back, the act condemned his soul. So now he spends his remaining days hunting demons, hoping heaven will forgive him. But heaven doesn't work like that. Good deeds don't erase damnation. And in this film, Constantine knows that his clock is ticking. A detective named Angela Dodson approaches Constantine. Her twin sister Isabel supposedly killed herself, but Angela doesn't believe that. She wants Constantine to investigate. At first, he refuses, of course, but when he visits the hospital where Isabel died, something feels wrong. Constantine realizes Isabel was psychic and able to see angels and demons just like him, and the things she saw drove her to the edge. Angela slowly discovers the hidden world Constantine lives in, and it's a world where demons walk among us wearing human faces.
Holy water?
Constantine discovers something really terrifying. Demons are trying to break the balance. Normally they can only influence humans indirectly, but someone is helping them cross over fully, and that someone might be an angel. Constantine starts seeking answers from Gabriel, a powerful angel who believes humanity has grown weak. Gabriel claims people only become strong through suffering. To Gabriel, hell on earth might actually be a necessary evil. Meanwhile, Constantine arms himself for war: holy water, grenades, shotguns filled with blessed bullets, even brass knuckles engraved with crosses. This isn't just exorcism anymore. It's preparation for a supernatural invasion. That's when we get into one of the most crucial scenes of this movie. Actually, what's on my steelbook is his journey to hell. To find answers, Constantine performs one of the most dangerous rituals imaginable and travels directly into hell itself. The film's hell is very terrifying. It's a ruined version of Earth, frozen in a moment of nuclear destruction, and ashes fill the air, time moves differently, and demonic creatures roam the wasteland. Constantine realizes someone is trying to use the spear of destiny to bring Mammon, the son of Satan, into our world, and Mammon's arrival would destroy the balance forever. Everything then comes together and the true plan is revealed, because Angela's sister Isabel was meant to be a gateway for Mammon, and the person orchestrating it all happens to be Gabriel. The angel believes humanity needs pain to evolve, so Gabriel intends to unleash hell on earth, believing the survivors will become stronger, and Constantine refuses to let that happen. So a final battle starts to erupt as Mammon begins entering the world through Angela, and demons are attacking. You have reality starting to bend here, and Constantine realizes the only way to stop it is for a sacrifice.
Sweet, sweet God loves you so. Then I'll make you worthy of his love. I've been watching you for a long time.
This is when the devil arrives. Constantine cuts his wrist, not out of despair, but strategy. As he begins to die, Lucifer himself appears to collect his soul, and his version of Lucifer is very calm, smug, but also terrifying, and he steals the entire movie in this one scene. Constantine reveals Gabriel's plan. Lucifer, furious that his own son is trying to overthrow him, drags Mammon back to hell, and Gabriel is stripped of angelic power, and Constantine almost wins, and while he's about to die, which should send him straight to hell, but something unexpected happens. Because of his sacrifice, heaven decides to forgive him. Lucifer, furious that he's losing Constantine's soul, heals his lungs and forces him to live. Constantine therein survives, still flawed, still cynical, and still walking the line between heaven and hell, but now he has a second chance. Angela leaves the supernatural world behind, and Constantine lights another cigarette. Then he stops. Maybe he's finally ready to change. Constantine is one of those movies that aged incredibly well. While not being fully comic accurate, it's still dark, stylish, and filled with unforgettable supernatural world building. They're even making a sequel, which I hope that they do fully commit to. Keanu Reeves bring a quiet sadness to John Constantine, and it's not just a comic book movie at that point. It's a story about redemption and a thin line between salvation and damnation. And so for me, I really enjoyed this film. I watched it for the first time a couple years ago, or I guess maybe less than then, whenever 4K came out. And I just recently rewatched it, and it is amazing again. And I think it's one of the most underrated supernatural films ever made. But do you think that? Would you have done the same things as Constantine did if you were in this movie? Do you want a sequel film? And if you do you want it more comic book accurate? Is there a comic book storyline that you want them to tackle if they do commit and fully make the sequel? And with that, like, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys next week on another Pixel and Popcorn.